I petitioned for this grand jury myself to review our decision not to charge in this case. So that came about when I filed a petition with the District Court of Douglas County. And I thought it was appropriate at the time to do so because of the situation within our city and in our county. And I was not afraid of anybody reviewing the decision that we made. I'm very appreciative of all the hard work that the citizens who are involved in the grand jury process put in. These are not easy decisions. We make them on a daily basis. When you're talking about the death of an individual, there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of things that come into play, and these are sometimes very difficult decisions. So I'm very appreciative of the work that they've done in this case. That being said, I don't know what evidence was presented to the grand jury or what law they were provided. The charge is simply the first step in a process. Ethically, we are not to bring charges, or we have, excuse me, unless we have evidence to prove our case beyond a reasonable doubt, no matter the emotion that comes from, the type of case that it is, and these are usually very disturbing fact patterns whenever you're talking about the death of an individual. The end result in this case, being the trial or disposition of these charges, will either justify or not justify the bringing of charges in this case, as it does with every case that we bring. There's a difference between a charge, which is based on probable cause, and the final conviction, which is proving to a jury beyond a reasonable doubt all the elements of the crime, including the fact that a case wasn't in self-defense. So that's all I have to say. I mean, it's very simple. Like I said, we petitioned this grand jury. We weren't afraid of it. They made a decision, and we'll see what happens.
Don, do you feel at all? Do you want to say something?
No.
Don, did you feel at all? The family is making the case that your initial decision not to charge was a rush to judgment. Any second thoughts about the timetable involved there?
Well, it really wasn't a rush to judgment by any stretch. We reviewed that case morning to night. You know, it's sort of a no-win proposition. If you wait a month before you file charges, people are saying, "What are you doing?" or weeks, or whatever it is. We had video. We had a substantial amount of evidence that we reviewed. There wasn't any question of who did the shooting. This wasn't a whodunit by any stretch of the imagination. The question was it justified? And we felt it was. And so did the police officers who were involved in the investigation. We were all together on this when we reviewed the evidence. Everybody was. And there wasn't anybody that said anything different with regard to justification.